Hello everyone, welcome back to the map of mathematics. In this video we are going to solve this nice algebra problem, and here we have n to the power of 5 minus 1 equals to 0, and we will solve this problem for the values of n. So the very first thing we are going to do is, here first we find the root of this equation by inspection, and now we will use the long division method to find the value of n. So here you see that n equals to 1 be the root of this equation. We will easily see that when you put n equals to 1, so it will become 0 equals to 0. So this shows that n equals to 1 be the root of given equation. So in the next step we will use here the long division method. So we will divide n to the power of 5 minus 1 by n minus 1. So here you will just get n minus 1. So that we will divide this equation by n minus 1, and first you will multiply this equation by n to the power of 4. Then you will get here n to the power of 4 minus n to the power of 5 minus n to the power of 4. And now we will just subtract these values here, and you get these are gone, and here you obtain n to the power of 4 minus 1. So now you multiply this equation by n cubed. So when you write n cubed, so and when you multiply n cubed by this n here, then you will obtain n to the power of 4 and minus n cubed. So now you just subtract these values, and these are gone, and here you again obtained n cubed minus 1. So we again multiply this equation by n squared, and here you get n cubed minus n squared. And now we again subtract these values, and these are gone, and here you get n square minus 1. So now you again multiply it by n, and you get here n squared minus n, and we subtract these values, and these are gone, and you get here n minus 1, and you can multiply it by plus 1, and you will get here n minus 1. So these are equals to 0. And in the next step we will write our given question statement, which is n to the power of 5 minus 1 equals to n minus 1 times of n to the power of 4 plus n cubed plus n squared plus n and plus 1, and this whole equation equals to 0. So now we have two cases here. The first case is we write n minus 1 equal to 0, and the other case is we write n to the power of 4 plus n cubed plus n squared plus n plus 1 equals to 0. So in this case you will get the value of n equals to 1. And now we find all the other values from this equation. So now we can solve this equation here. So in order to solve this equation, we will first divide each of the term by n square. So here I can write, we divide each term by n square on both of the sides. Then you obtain here here you obtain n squared plus here you obtain only n, and these are gone, and here you get plus 1, and here these are gone, and you will get here 1 over n, and here you get 1 over n squared, and this whole equation equals to 0. And now we will rearrange these terms, and we write it as n squared plus 1 over n squared, and plus we write the terms of first power, which is n plus 1 over n, and this is plus 1 equals to 0. And now we will convert this nice equation into the quadratic form, so that here we will just take y equals to n plus 1 over n. So when you take y equals n plus 1 over n, and we will take here the square on both of the sides, then you will get y squared plus n squared plus 1 over n squared plus 2. And similarly here you obtain n squared plus 1 over n squared equals to y squared minus 2. So now we put these two values, in this equation, so that our above equation will becomes in the form of here you have n square plus 1 over n square. So the value of n square plus 1 over n square is y squared minus 2, and plus we have n plus 1 over n, it is equals to y, and plus 1 equals to 0. So in the next step we will rearrange the terms, and we will write it as y squared plus y minus 1 equals to 0. So it will becomes in quadratic form, and now we will solve this equation by using the quadratic formula. So that here we have a equals to 1, b equals to 1, and c equals to minus 1, and our nice quadratic formula will be equals to y equals to minus b plus minus b squared minus 4 times of ac square root over 2 times of a. So now we put all the values of a, b and c in this formula, and you will get the value of y equals to minus 1 plus minus 1 square is 1 minus 4 times of ac. A is 1 and c is minus 1, so it will becomes minus time of minus is plus, and 4 times of 1 is 4, and square root over 2. So it is equals to minus 1 plus minus square root of 5 over 2. So this is the value of y. So now we write the value of y in two parts, and here you have y equals to minus 1 plus square root 5 over 2, and the other cases we write y equals to minus 1 minus square root 5 over 2. So in the start of the problem we will take y equals to n plus 1 over n. So we will back substitute the value of y here, and you get minus 1 plus square root 5 over 2, and similarly in this case you will get n plus 1 over n equals to minus 1 minus square root 5 over 2. So now we will simplify these two equations, and we will easily get the value of n. So now first I can simplify this case, and here we multiply both of the sides by 2n. Here we multiply both of the sides by 2n. Similarly in this case we will multiply both of the sides by 2 times of n. So when you multiply 2 times of n here, then you get 2 times of n squared plus 2 equals to, here you have n times of minus 1 plus square root of 5. So this is our first case here. Now first I can solve this one, and after that we solve this case here, and now we move this equation in the left hand side, and it will becomes in quadratic form. So you have 2n squared minus n times of minus 1 plus square root of 5 and plus 2 equals to 0. So this equation will be looks like quadratic equation in the variable of n. So now we use here the quadratic formula, and you will get the value of n equals to minus b plus minus square root of b squared minus 4 times of ac over 2 times of a. So now we put the values of a, b and c here. So this is the value of a, and this is the value of b, and this is the value of c. So we put these three values here, and you get n equals to minus b. So this is negative term, so minus times of minus equals to plus, and you get minus 1 plus square root of 5, and plus minus we have b square. So you get here minus 1 plus square root of 5 square minus 4 times of a is 2 and c is 2, and this whole over 2 times of a is 2. So now we will simplify the terms, and you will get here minus 1 plus square root of 5 plus minus, you can open the square root of this term and simplify the terms here, then you will easily get the values of n will be 1 plus, we will open the square root of this term, and you get 1 plus square root 5 minus 2 times of square root 5, and this is equals to minus 16, and this whole over 4. So that here you obtain minus 1 plus square root of 5 and plus minus we have 5 plus 1 equals to 6 and 6 minus 16 will be equals to minus 10 and minus 2 times of square root of 5 and this whole over 4. So now we will rearrange the term and we will write or we will get the answer of this term as n equals to square root of 5 minus 1 plus minus square root of 10 minus 2 times of square root of 5 into iota over 2. So this is the value of n in first case, and similarly in the second case you will get the value here. So here this is our second case, and here you can solve in similar ways and you will get the value of n in this case is n equals to minus 1 minus square root of 5 and plus minus square root of 10 minus 2 times of square root of 5 into iota over 4. So this is the value of this case, and these are the 4 roots of the given equation. And thank you so much for watching this video. Please subscribe to my channel for more exciting videos.